go. I hear it. I was shaking at the knees. All right, we got audio here too. Oh, my right foot is a little bit sore today. Like, I don't know what the fuck. There's just a lot of pressure in my fucking foot, in the ball of my foot. Hopefully I can make my bike ride today. Oops. What happened? Did I pause? How did I pause something? That was really weird. Anyway, let's get our timer up. We'll run this. Here's my cord. I was shaking at the knees. 1 hour. I'm like, seriously, like, my fucking feet hurt right now. I'm thinking about putting my fucking my other shoes on. Ugh. Fucking stupid shit, man. I don't really know what I can do about this fucking stupid thing. It just hurts, man. Fucking hurts, man. But we're gonna do some cardio. I'm gonna take a bowl of fucking HIIT first. I cut myself yesterday during meal prep. All right, I'm gonna go get a little Band-Aid real quick. Be right back. Fuck, man. Ugh, I'm stressing the fuck out. Molly, you can't be out here while I'm riding the bike. You're gonna get under the pedals. I know. You're gonna get under the pedals and probably, I mean, that would basically be like you getting run over. Yeah, it would, Molly. It would. It would. Yes, it would. Oh, oh Molly. What? God damn it. I don't want you out here while I ride my bike. I. What? Huh? What? Why? Why won't you just let me be? And just let me do my cardio in peace? Huh? Why won't you just let me do it in peace? Oh, I know, yeah. I know. Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that right? No way. No way. No way. Queen Molly, huh? Ah, she's a crazy fucking cat. Anyway, guys, we're gonna do some cardio. We're gonna ride today. We're gonna ride. We'll try to hit an hour. My foot hurts, so if I have to cut it early, I will. But and I'm getting a little bit of a late start too. Fucking tired, man. Just I don't really feel all that great today. Like I'm just like meh, you know? It's kind of like my mind is just kind of trying to catch up, trying to still wake up even though I've been up for an hour. How's that alive? around tonight. Take my hand off to Never Never Land. Off to Never Never Land. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a pretty good weekend. We made some pozole yesterday. It was really good. Bam bam, whoa, Black Betty. All right, I'm just going to stretch out just a little bit before I start riding. Honestly, probably not really too necessary, but it just feels good right now. Like, if you just start slow, you know what I mean? Like, your body's going to loosen up. Damn. Bam lamb. Bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty. Bam lamb. I gotta go grab one thing. I want my tripod for my phone. right. Starting my timer. 1 hour. Let's. Did somebody put the seat up? No, I think it's just. Oh, I think maybe it got moved forward. That was probably what happened. All right. All right, we're just going to start real light. Basically nothing. No resistance for like about 5 minutes or so. And then we'll start cranking it up a little bit. Liberty, welcome in, man. How you doing? How you doing? Just doing some cardio. I got a little bit of a late start this morning. My Bluetooth did not like it. It would not connect this morning. It took me 20 minutes to get my fucking mic connected, dude. I was about to fucking throw things. I mean, like it connected to my phone, but not to my PC. My other speaker connected to my PC, but not my mic. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know, like, I'm telling you, seriously, dude. Like, this is becoming a more and more frequent problem. Like, I don't ever have a problem connecting it to my phone or to my GoPro, only to my PC. Fucking stupid shit. Meanwhile, you know, like the same Bluetooth that I'm trying to connect to my PC is flawlessly connecting to my phone every time I try. And on the PC, there's another speaker that's flawlessly connecting to my Bluetooth on my PC every fucking time. It is literally just this microphone and my fucking computer connection. It's enough to make a motherfucker go mad. I'm telling you, dude, because like, you're like, oh, okay, cool, let's go. Wait, what happened? Is it not on? What is going on? Why won't you connect? Fuck! And then you're like running back and forth, like trying. Do I have to put it on the fucking Bluetooth receiver? Like, is that going to help? You know, is it a matter of distance? No. Do I know what fixed it? I don't. I have no idea. I would love to know what it was that actually finally fucking got it to connect, but I don't. What is that white box? One of your emotes is like just showing up as a white box. That's really weird. I got Liver 76, let's go. That one's showing up fine. But then you got the Liber 76 Fire. And then Come On LFG is just a white box. It's like one of your emotes is broken. Maybe it's just a dark mode thing, right? Like, you know how they look different on dark mode and light mode? Could be that. Because chat, I don't know. But yeah, one of your emotes is kind of just a white, like it literally is just a white box. I'll send you a screenshot. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I just yeah. It's got to be probably a light or dark mode transition that's not fucking playing nice with whatever colors and background. I wonder why that is though. That's weird. Usually when you make your emote, you can see how it'll look in light and dark mode, right? I've had a few that I've had to like be like, nah, it's not a good emote, because you can't. They're unreadable in a certain. A lot of times it's oftentimes in dark mode, right? That they break, but I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh man, dude, last week, oh, I was my arms, dude, they took a beating. My forearms, man, my elbows and stuff. They're just like they feel all like puffed up and swollen. And I have to take it easy this week. Maybe do direct pressing, no flies today for bench, I think. Nice. Nice. Oh, I hit my brake. Damn. All right. Resistance went from 0 to 1,000 real quick. Oh yeah, well, the kids for football lost the game. They lost their first playoff game, so that means they're out. So football's over. Football is over. And I don't think Junior has any interest to play. I can't really say that I blame him after seeing how, awesome his brothers were treated. But wrestling will be next. That'll be in a couple. Yeah, like dude, a month, but 2 months, and wrestling starts up. Just I believe it starts right after Christmas, New Year's, and all that shit. Yeah, man. I mean, poor Joshua, dude. Like as far as like for the football, dude, and Jaden. I mean, Jaden kind of got the drift his first year, right? And he was just like, "Fuck you." Like, all right, you got like. You got like 3 coaches' dads on the team, right? All right, sorry. 3 of the coaches have kids on the team. That's what I meant to say. It didn't come out quite right, but yeah. Anyway, so 3 of the coaches have kids on the team. I think that changes this year, right? Because like I think 2 of them are seniors. But that Jaden saw that, and Jaden went to every fucking practice, man. Every fucking one. He went to the fucking summer camp thing. He did it all, right? And he got like one fucking play, dude, like all fucking season. He's like, fuck that, I'm out. Then like the coach was all begging him to come back. He's like, nah, screw you. You want to play on your team? Like, I enjoy my weightlifting. So, I mean, and that was Jaden's first year as a freshman, right? So he said, fuck that. And he got out and he started lifting weights, which was probably honestly a smart move for him, because, well, he's like one of the, he's, I would say, pound for pound, he's the strongest kid in the school. Definitely. Like, let's see, was it last year? Might have been last year that this kid graduated. His name was Gabe. This kid was a fucking ox, bro. I spotted this kid in the gym. He was benching like 415 pounds, dude. When I like spotted him, he's a fucking 18-year-old benching like 400 plus, dude. Kid's a fucking animal, dude. No, he was the strongest kid in the school for a long time, but he's no longer there. He's going to college, and he's playing football for one of the. I think he's at a community, community college, and he's playing football for them. Going to school, got a little bit of some scholarship or something. I don't know, but yeah. Then Joshua played. He's gone to every practice. This is his second year, right? Again, every fucking practice. He didn't play freshman year, right? He didn't want to. I tried to get him to because him and Jaden would have been on the same team, right? Like, and I felt like that would have been pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But like, they didn't want it. I can't force it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna force them to play fucking sports they don't want to play. I mean, I tried, man. I tried to get them to. And I think it would have been something they would never have forgotten in their whole life. You know what I mean? When I got to play football together, like, that would be badass, right? I mean, like, I never had a brother or anything like that I would have had the opportunity to do that with. My brother was 12 years younger than me. So, it's like more of a coach to him than anything else. But, yeah, I mean, and, the same thing with Joshua, right? He got to play, like, a few plays on kickoff, right? Which he was pretty stoked about all that. But, like, he only got one defensive play. One. Even in the games where they were absolutely, like, just fucking dominating, like, they just had this game that happened on Halloween. And this team came up from, like, 7 hours away, right? They actually got a hotel up here. They had team dinner with our team. So, like, the day before the game, they, like, had dinner with the team and stuff. Pretty cool, And then they all crashed in a hotel. And then, they played the game on Halloween. Like, so, and the whole thing was, like, this team, they didn't do good. They didn't win one of their games all season, right? And they weren't going to come. The coaches talked them into it, and they're all like, yeah, we'll play all our, second, third string guys, They fucking started, like, 70% of their starters. They were rotating fucking kids back and forth on offense and defense. This was supposed to be a game for, like, the people that didn't get to play. And instead, they won, like, 58-0. Like, I mean, and it wasn't even a league game, like, it was like a non-league game. It like, way to just, like, kick the fucking team when they're already down, you know what I mean? You can't even, like, put in your guys. You told guys they were going to get to play, and then they didn't get any fucking play time. Like, It's just fucking stupid, man, because when I was in football, when I played, our coaches told us what quarters we were playing before the game happened, and it was like, we knew. We already fucking knew, right? Like, and we stuck to the schedule. And there would be times where, like they might throw somebody in or something like that, to like do something. But like for the most part, it was only ever like one play or something. And then they were fucking out, right? Like our coaches, I would say they had a lot of honor, right? They made us all feel good, everybody on the team. They gave us all play time, whether we were good or bad, as long as we did our fucking part, and went to practice and did what we were supposed to do. Then we got to play, right? We got to be part of the team. We got the opportunity to try and fail, right? Instead, it's like, oh, you failed too much on practice, so you don't get to play in the game, right? Like, or I don't even know if that was the case, like, it's just like, I mean, we never even got to see, whether like the one time that Joshua did go in there, he did get pretty fucking hammered, right? However, I'll say in that whole thing, right? Another, kind of like instance where it's a little bit the coach's fault, right? You throw a guy in who hasn't played all game, fucking third quarter on a cold, rainy night. What's going to happen, right? You know what I mean? Like, what is likely to happen, right? Do you go into the gym and instantly put your biggest weight on and start pushing it? No, you fucking warm up first, right? And so, I mean, Joshua got earholed bad, got a major concussion. Well, not a major one, but it was a pretty decent concussion. They took him out for 10 fucking days. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on. Okay. I have a mic. I have a here. That'll work. That will work. Oh man! All right. But Junior's excited for wrestling, and hopefully we have a pretty good season there. I think he's going to do really good. I started him on. I got him out here. He's been jump roping. I mean, look, I need to figure it all out, right? Like my option for TikTok is this. And do you see what I'm using this for now? Hi. Hello. So, I mean, it just doesn't want to work. The TikTok studio thing is broken as fuck. It wigs my PC out. It's a piece of shit. It sucks. It is no OBS by any means at all. Resource hog, poorly fucking optimized, does some wild shit to my whole entire fucking USB line across both PCs. fucks up my OBS. Like, it's decent if you just use it, right? Like, but chat's so fucking tiny on this thing, right? And like, there's no way to like monitor it, and nobody really talks. I mean, I only get people that I already know talking. You know what I mean? Like you, Electric Nuts, right? Like Nuno, nobody knew. Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. It's like it's kind of fucking wonky right now. And your computer's like, yeah, my PC is a beast, and it does weird shit with it. It's not even it's just I don't know what it does, man. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it much. I mean, I was thinking, like what I could do is I could do something like this, right? Since TikTok has a pretty nice like monitoring feature, but what I could do here, buckle up. All right, this is gonna get confusing. Okay, streaming computer in the morning. Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking, right? So streaming PC streams like this normally, right? Then I have RTMP server, so I can just pump out the same exact feed that I would send to, say, YouTube to the RTMP server, and then capture that RTMP server on my actual gaming PC. Then I could use that as a capture a fucking camera, right? Virtual camera. That's what I'm looking for. And then I could virtual camera into TikTok Studio, and that would literally be it. The only problem with this situation, here's the fucking issue. When using OBS as a virtual camera, it does not pass audio. Yes. Hear me? When using OBS or any of these things as a virtual camera, they do not pass their audio. So, silent stream. That brings a very complex situation into reality. How do I do this, right? I can then go and say, maybe monitor my OBS audio, send it down a specific output if I have one available, which I don't know if I do. And then when we can capture that specific output independently as a microphone source, maybe in TikTok. You see, not easy. And yeah, so I mean, otherwise, if I try to do it like from my computer, I can do it like this. I can go live on my computer, and then I can sacrifice my phone to the TikTok gods and just try to use my tablet and watch this fucking tiny little screen for chat. You see, it's like how do you follow chat, right? Because when I want to be coming up to my phone and scrolling through TikTok chat with my sweaty ass fingers and breathing all heavy and trying to start a timer because rest time's important too, and especially with the methods that I do, right? Because if you're doing something like German volume training or myo reps, then you are timer dependent on your workouts, right? Because like German volume, 1 minute rest between sets. It's part of the process, right? It's how you keep the intensity up, right? And myo reps, same thing, right? You do a primer set, and then clusters after every 20 seconds. right? So like these methods they're fucking brutal, dude. But they do require rest times, and then even so, even on top of that, I mean, what is the goal of your training, right? Are you training for strength and conditioning? Are you training for strength and power? Are you what is the goal, right? Because like if your goal is strength and conditioning, then guess what? 5-minute rest times aren't for you. Sorry, only when you're doing the strength aspect of it. But otherwise, 3 minutes tops, right? Tops. I mean, I can sit here and I can fucking talk for 10 minutes, and like if I don't start a timer, I'll never know how long I fucking was blabbing. I see it happen all the time, like I'll say generally most of what's promoted through actions on places in this Twitch fitness community, aside from some certain channels, it's how do I say this? How do you talk longer than an appropriate rest time and be promoting what should be done, right? If you're sitting there and you're talking and engaging, and it's prolonging rest, then what are you promoting when you tell people that rest time's important, right? You see, and this is something that happens a lot and often, and I get it, engagement is what grows channels too, but like as a health and fitness person, I'm here for my health and fitness, and you guys can tag along, right? Like, you don't like me fucking resting a minute, like, it doesn't allow me to talk to chat enough. So be it. I don't know. I mean, I talk quite a bit, and I mean, people will ask me questions, and I do my best to answer them. But like, aside from just the people that we already really well know, nobody new is coming in here, man. Like the Twitch fitness community's been like basically dead. I mean, even like the guys that you got in your channel, I try to catch them live whenever I can, like Sergeant Obi and stuff like that. Like those guys, they don't ever come around here. They're never here. My shit's dead, man. And I get like, Electric Nuts will be in here every now and again. Draconic will swing in every now and again and say what's up. We chit chat. I've had a couple new people come in lately that I haven't talked to, and we've had some pretty decent conversations because, well, it's just me and them. So you get to know people pretty well, but like I don't know, it's tough. Cher's always around. He's always lurking. Yeah, we got a few. I'd say if I were to sit down and like write down all the names, of people who are regular, it's got to be over, like 12 to 15. You know what I mean? Like people, right? Like it's just they're never all here together. Only ever like really one or two at a time. As different parts of the fucking world and things, lives, and this and that. And I mean, I think a lot of the people that do end up coming in here, also, sometimes they might have, like myself, be older, have jobs, maybe kids, right? And, and they have a pretty active lifestyle. So it's like, Twitch isn't really like the main priority for a lot of people to come on here and watch. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really watch all that much Twitch, as I stream, and I'm here, and that's. But I go into some people's streams. There are a few people that I like to chat with and stuff, like one person that I really like to hang out with, Foxyzilla. I think we rated her. She's rated us a couple times. She's really cool, and she's gone a long freaking way with her journey. So it's like, like I like her, man. I like her because she's just like a real person. You know what I mean? Like, and like, she's pretty funny and she's entertaining. She's got some decent stuff. She's learning. And has some pretty good knowledge as well, right? Based off, so she's sharing her journey and stuff. I mean, she also doesn't have any kids. She's Canadian too, yeah. Yeah, she's Canadian, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've been following her for a long time. Like, she's been, I've probably been maybe 2.5 years for her. There's some really, really good people in the fitness community, And I mean, it's not very, it's so niche, And unless like a certain person's on, the category's like under like 200 viewers almost all the time. You know what I mean? Like, and that'll be with like, a pretty large handful of streamers. And then you get like a few people that come in that just everybody comes to their channels. But I just feel like sometimes, man, if I like one of the things that irritates me, and this it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's just me and my personality, the way that I am, but like, so like if I talk about like German volume training in the wrong person's stream, or myo reps, or cluster sets, or any of these oddball methods, it's like I need to be taught why I'm doing everything fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Like I, and it happened to me the other day when I was talking about how I had been enjoying German volume training. And I basically, instead of being like, oh, that's fucking cool, right on, man, killer, I was told all the reasons why German volume training fucking sucked ass, right? I never asked for that. You know what I mean? And then not only did the streamer, but also chat. Chat got on board. Started talking about how I was wasting my time and all this stuff. And like, this guy's just trying to help me out. And like, I was just like really, really trying hard not to say anything to like piss anybody off, but I was getting fucking pissed, man. Because like, I never asked for your fucking critique. I never asked to be told that my method that I chose to do for one fucking body part was fucking stupid. Like, and a waste of time. Also, by somebody who says cardio is a joke, right? And dumb, and then they want to preach that they're from science, right? Oh, but I'm from science, so I got to put my foot down where it needs to be, and that's why I have to correct you here. And German volume training is stupid, and also cardio. But I'm for science. You see the irony in all of those statements? Like that's what. I didn't ask for that. Yeah. But I mean, it's just like, instead of being like, like encouraging and like uplifting and this kind of stuff, and, it's like you just instantly have to go and like shut it all down, right? Like, and to the point where like other people, and by people, I'm talking streamers that have fucking people in their streams now. Oh, look at this fucking psycho idiot doing fucking German volume training, wasting his fucking time. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, right? And look at my channel with 0 fucking views. Like, it's like, it's just, it fucking sucks, dude, because like, I'm just trying to have conversation, bro. I'm just trying to make fucking friends like I've always done my whole fucking life. And instead of being able to make friends, I get fucking told other stupid shit, right? And it's like, this is just, you want to know what it's like being a kid that went to like fucking 12 different schools and tried and was homeschooled 3 different times, got in his first fight in 2nd grade because people were fucking picking on me, bro. All I want, all I've ever wanted in life was to fucking feel like I was accepted, right? You know what I mean? But I've never, ever fucking gotten that, dude. Ever. Like it never fucking happens, man. Like, I'm always the fucking weirdo, bro. Like, always, always the fucking weirdo. Like, it fucking hurts, dude. You know, like, because you just want so badly to be friends, and instead of being friends, you get set up in like some trap where everybody then fucking makes fun of you, and it's like irrecoverable, dude. Like, I mean, like, I am so fucking glad that I was able to keep my kids in one school throughout like all of their education, because that is something that did not happen to me ever, never, not once. I was always the new kid in the middle of the school year, always, right? Like, and it fucking sucked, man. It was not a fun experience. And I mean, I just don't know. And like, that's like affected me like into my adulthood, right? Like, when one of the shrinks that I was talking to started to say that I had ADHD when I was a child, my mom fucking yanked me out of that one and sent me to like 3 other psychiatrists until they found one that said it was a behavioral problem and you just need to whoop his ass more. I wish that I was joking, but I'm not, man. And like, this was in a time, and my mom, I remember hearing her talk about how all these drugs that they were giving kids for ADHD was just basically methamphetamines and just ruining them. And like, there was no way that she was ever going to let me take anything like that, right? And like, and I look, I understand, right? I mean, like, back in like the 90s, you know, things were a little different. That ADHD wasn't really something that that everybody was taking seriously, right? Like, mental issues and problems and, you know, development things just, they were kind of shoved off to the back burner, you know? And so, I mean, that's how it was, man. You know, and I got my fucking ass beat a lot, dude. Shake my knee in the car, whoop my fucking ass, right? Any little thing I did, beat my ass, whoop my ass. Go get a fucking switch. Let's drill holes in this fucking heat seat so it can go less air resistance, so I can whoop your ass even harder and tell you that it hurts me more than it hurts you, son. Sorry. Oh, no, you thought this was going to be on your jeans? Nah. No. Let me see that bare ass. Bend over. Fucking, I've never once laid my fucking hands on my kids like that. And if I ever even fucking thought about it, dude, I would have probably felt disgusted in my stomach. Like, Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ah, dude. Months. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got affiliate pretty damn quick, dude. Like, I've been streaming for over 11 years. I was doing good on like, at this point it's more yeah, and I had been on Twitch for probably like 2 years already, trying to get affiliate, trying. It took me nearly 2 years to get affiliate, right? Just to even get to that affiliate status. Where on like Mixer, you know, I had almost 4,000 followers. I think I had like 3,800 and some change, you know, something around there. So I mean, basically 4K, right? So, and that was over the course of just 2 years, right? And then Mixer shut down. So, and I had like 30 to, you know, I would say we were averaging about 35 people per stream, because the requirement for becoming partner with them was that you had 30 average viewers per stream. And so I had to do that. I was playing games, dude. I was like doing all kinds of shit. Like but I don't know, man. I just Fortnite and all the battle royales were really fucking hot at the time. You know, now they're really kind of not. I mean, they still kind of are, but I don't know. I just don't have the time either anymore to do it. I just like the fitness stuff because it helps me, you know, keep in line. And I mean, it doesn't really take much other than like this morning when I had to spend 20 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with my goddamn microphone. But like, you know, to go live, it's not really all that big of a deal. I mean, just make a stream title real quick and fire the bitch up. So for health and fitness, it's definitely fun. I play games later in the day. I think I'm going to do any of that. Like I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to do any streams other than health and fitness streams at this point. Just, I mean, it's fun to stream games, but like nobody's around. I mean, I'm just kind of like, I want to play games. I'll just play games. Just fucking play games. Oh man, Buzzing Ranger, how you doing? Another one. Buzzing Ranger's been around for a while too. Wonder. Oh man. Are you leaving? Oh, I'm all sweaty. Sweaty kiss.
Sweaty kiss.
I love you. The kids are up, right?
They're on.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Never mind then. Never mind then. I forgot. The kids don't have school. Did you? Dude, I miss it so much, man. I did like not just because I had a lot of followers, but like the platform was really slick, man. You could co-stream, and co-streaming has like it was so smooth, dude. With 4 people, the way it worked, I would be streaming, and I could just literally send my friend a fucking invite, be like, "Hey, dude, let's co-stream." And send them an invite. You could do it through Xbox, right? Like you could literally do it through the Xbox dashboard. And then you could do that with 4 people. 4. And so when people would come in and they would see that you were co-streaming, they would have links and the option to pull everybody up at once, split the stream into the screen into quarters, and then you could click on any one and it would like expand that person. Right, you could jump into all their chats. Were like generally like kind of there, and you could see them all. It was a very very slick platform, and keep in mind that I mean yeah you can still YouTube still has their live streams. Liberty's I mean I'm live on YouTube right now. If you go to my YouTube, you'll see it. It's live. It's actually different on YouTube because the way I do it on YouTube is I play NCS tracks, no copyright sounds. That way I don't get in trouble. So I use their playlists directly and just link it in my announcement for like, you know, music credits and stuff like that. That way, and I haven't had a problem. Chester, you're kind of freaking me out. Oh. You want to grab him and bring him in?
Yeah.
I just don't want him to walk underneath my pedals. I don't think he will. And close the door. The one I really don't want out here is Molly. I don't like the cats out here when I'm riding, man. They're fucking stupid. Like, it's just like you almost need like a little guard, you know, like that goes around your bike to like, you know, keep the fucking animals away from the pedals, right? Because if you dare to come down, they'll walk underneath your pedal. They're fucking idiots, man. I've had to like stop myself before so I didn't like squish Chester's head because he's dumb, like a fucking little peanut brain, you know. Smooth too, probably. Fucking idiot. Oh man. I should bring back the medication system, man. You know, that would be a good way. So I have this thing, and I can build it again. It was in Mixer or in Mix It Up, right? So you would come into the stream, but this is another issue. Like Mixer, it was just different. And you could come into the stream, and you would medicate. You could medicate when you first got in the stream. It was like a you could either use a command, I guess, or I could tie this to a channel point redemption, I suppose. Like, you know, instead of like check in, people could medicate, and then if you medicate like 3 times. See, I don't know how to work this though. Like, this is where Mixer had a great design because their reward system, like it would like tie like what Twitch has for channel points, Mixer had too, but you could link your bot to your channel things and you were in control of how many points people got. Like so I could like take away your points or give you points or use your points as like a gambling currency, right? You know what I mean? Like, so like you could play with your actual stream points, and you know you could set the rate at which they were accumulated based on, you know, minutes or hours in a stream. However, like just like you can set the currency rate of accumulation and Mix It Up, you could do the same thing with the Mixer, with Mixer points. So it was really cool, right? But anyway, you'd medicate, and then 30 minutes later, people would get like a notification. I think I would whisper it to their account, and it would tell them, you know, to medicate again, you have 5 minutes, and then they would medicate again, and they would be fine, right? But if they went too long, they would start to go through withdrawals, and they would essentially lose a med. All right, and then they would have to come and catch up, and they could take their med again. But if they took 3 meds, then they would overdose. So like basically every 30 minutes, right? And the way I figured it is if I stream for like 3 hours, right? You know, people could, people could do this 2 times, right? And they could overdose and get like an extra bunch of marbles or something. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can really do whatever you want, but like, I also kept track of the medication. You know, how many times people had medicated, how many times people had gone into withdrawal, and how many times people had overdosed. So like, you had like 3 different things. It was a huge fucking system, dude. It was like a 10-part fucking command built and Mix It Up at like the most complex, complicated layers. I could probably do something a lot simpler with like some custom CS or, you know, C# or something. Just write some code. But Mix It Up's a pretty capable bot. It really is. I should bring the medication system back, though. That'd be a fun one. I don't know. Right now, you know, I got that first, and I was resetting that every month. And then, like, whoever came in and had the most, like, first rewards got a free sub. But I did that for like 7 months, and it did not help my viewership at all. So I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do to bring anything, you know. I literally think I gave the sub to the same guy every single month. So I don't know. It's hard to do some of those reward systems. We got 9 minutes left. I'm gonna make it. I've been biking in my Crocs, dude, because I can't. My fucking shoes are killing my feet today. Luckily, I have some like closed toe Crocs as well that are actually like anti-slip. They're like more like a work boot style Croc, but I'm wearing those. I didn't know how it would work, but because they have a decent little rubber sole that doesn't slip, they're not like normal foam Crocs. They have like an actual boot sole on them, without a heel, of course. But yeah, we're Croc riding today. I got chest. My fucking elbows, dude, are like so pissed off and inflamed after last week. I think it was just I did some flies, right? I did some big stuff for lateral raises and stuff like that. And then I did a fuck ton of curls as well. Right? It was a heavy like elbow week, you know? My elbows and my forearms. And then this one too, on top of it, like 2 weeks ago, I don't know, I was doing skull crushers and I had, you know how you feel your tendons kind of like roll around sometimes, right? You know what I mean? Like they'll like pop. And it's like it doesn't hurt, but it hurts. That's what happened to me like 2 weeks ago during triceps. And I was kind of like, that was weird, you know, a weird little pop and twang, and like my elbow kind of felt weird. Oh, nice. Yeah, 55 minutes is a pretty good run. We're about there on the bike right now. We got 7.5 minutes left for an hour. So I've kind of been taking it easy this morning. It's been a milder ride from what we did last week. It's because my foot's irritated. The arch of my foot is really sore. And because the arch of this foot is sore, then the heel of this foot becomes sore because I start to just like mindlessly compensate and walk hard on this heel, and I beat the fuck out of myself, you know? And so it's tough, man. This morning my foot was really inflamed. I tried to put my shoe on, dude, and it was just like, It feels like somebody's taking like their fist and like shoving it up into the bottom of my foot, you know, on the arch, just from the orthopedic in my shoe. Like, motherfucker, dude. I thought orthopedics were supposed to make shit more comfortable. Fucking shoes suck ass, dude. 6 minutes. Sorry, I don't know why I said 5. Because the timer was at 15. That's why. 6 minutes, baby. 6 minutes. Let's go. All right. So I heard this little announcement that kind of went viral. It was I don't remember what airlines it was, but just to either the pilot, I think it may have been the pilot. You know, whatever, whoever it was, they were out there and they were making a fucking announcement, you know, whether it was a stewardess or a pilot, or could have been the stewardess. There's some guy talking in regards to how the airline's handling stuff right now. Totally never mentioned anybody by name, right? Completely professional. Like, didn't knock Trump or anything like that. Didn't knock Republicans, didn't knock Democrats. Kept it extremely professional, right? The government. Not a side, So anyway, but like, it's crazy, man. They're like, so they're going to try to do their best to give people 24-hour notice of canceled flights. Right now, priority flights are flights that are international, right? Because, but flights within the country, they are highly likely to be canceled. They're going to try to give people 24 hours notice when possible. Otherwise, you may come to the fucking airport and find that your flight's been canceled. They are giving refunds because mandated by the government and all that, you know. But yeah, kind of fucked, dude. It is crazy the shit that's going on right now, man. I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I have never seen it this bad. Like, I have never seen I personally, in my life, I don't think that I have ever seen or noticed a time when our country has been at this much internal turmoil, right? Like, where in my life, dude, I don't think I can remember a time. Now, I mean, that might not be true, you know, for, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of the people who lived through, you know, the Great Depression, is that, and then we had the Great Recession, right? Is that what it was? Is that, so you have, yeah, we have so many greats that aren't great that I don't know which great to talk about. Dude, but no, you know, like back in when we had all the steel workers and shit going up in arms and stuff, and you know, right, like back then it was pretty fucking bad, right? I mean, but I don't know that we're full on there yet. But damn, dude, if we aren't close, it's gonna be different though, right? It's gonna be different because I mean, it'll be a little different than it was back then just because times are different, right? We have the internet and we have, you know, a lot of things that we can order online. I don't know. It's just a weird time, man. Weird time. I was watching a little clip of Elon Musk talking to Joe Rogan about cell phones, right? And it's like, I don't really like Elon Musk at all, but like, I mean, he's a very well-known figure, and when he says things, you know, I mean, yeah, oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we need, it's like, it's a tough situation, right? Because like, I mean, if you're remaining, like, we need some form of structure, right? Because like without structure, then somebody's just going to step on your toes. You know what I mean? Like, and what's to stop them? It now becomes your right or their right. Now you got a personal fucking argument, right? You know what I mean? And like somebody ends up getting hurt or worse, dead. You know, I mean, this has like been, you know, the problem with humans. I mean, fucking look at animals, dude. Like they, you know, like half the time, if I didn't tell my fucking animals to knock it the fuck off, they'd have to be taken to the vet. They fight with each other too much sometimes, you know. But like, it just, I mean, it's just in a living creature's nature to, you know, want to survive, right? And to survive, we need to eat. We need to drink. I mean, those are the two most, you know, important aspects of survival, right? Like, you know, and if we don't have something to eat and somebody else does, then, you know, I mean,
but if there isn't a rule or a law or, you know, I mean, like, I mean, you know, what stops an animal from stealing another animal's food? Right? They have no rules. You know what I mean? Like they have nothing, right? Like, and you see it happen, right? Like even within like packs, right? An animal goes and it kills its animal and it starts eating. Another one tries to come up and it fucking lashes out, and you know, the other one now has to wait. All right, like it really is just like whoever's the strongest in that situation kind of gets to make the rules, right? But like as humans, we can't live that way. You know what I mean? Like, so we need to have law. We need to have order. We need to have structure. There has to be some form of charge, some form of law, some form of right and wrong, some kind of justice, right? Without a government, where is this? You know what I mean? It all falls to the hands of you and me, and you know, I now have to protect my family, and you know, if I can't, then you know, maybe somebody else felt that they were protecting their family when they came in and fucking off mine, right? You know what I mean? Like it's just like, so where do we draw the line? How does this work, right? How do we abolish government, or you know, stop relying on politicians when we actually do, in order to really truly thrive and progress as humans, need to have some kind of structured system to follow, right? What is the answer? How do we do it, right? I don't know. I mean, like, yes, we are in a scenario where crime can skyrocket. I mean, when you start to cut off food, that is what happens. Because like I just said, the two most important aspects to a living creature's survival is food and water. Without that, they will die quickly, and it won't be fun, right? It's not going to be a fun way to go. And it's going to push you to desperate things. And so, like, if some person who is now starving because they lost their job that they had, because they let me just paint a picture, right? Somebody goes to college, they find a job, COVID hits, they no longer have this job that they had their whole life. Now they're scrambling, right? Now it's now, and they're still scrambling, struggling, right? They might have a kid, you know, a wife, maybe two kids, you know, and they're struggling. And then their food stamps go away, right? They're told they're scumbags because they're fucking the ones abusing the system, right? When, like, you know, dude's legit trying to get work but can't because AI's taken all the fucking jobs now that he's lost his since COVID, right? And, you know, kid gets sick, wife gets sick, people are starving, no food. What do you do? What do you fucking do? Now you're the fucking piece of shit that's sitting there wondering if you should go rob your fucking neighbor. Right? I mean, what do you do? Well, what the fuck would you do? Like, you got no food, man, but fucking Ralph over there's got some. The guy across the street's got fucking some. The motherfucker over there's got some. I don't fucking have none, and my fucking kid's about to die. You fucking see the problem. Like, yeah, dude, we're fucking in a spot where crime's gonna skyrocket. You're fucking damn right. Absolutely, it's gonna skyrocket. This is what they want. Any rationalized, minded fucking individual can simply paint the picture that I just put in your fucking brain and see that it's not their fucking fault, right? Like, the problem exists up there, man, in that fucking White House. No. I mean, what's being done is fucking treasonous. And what's the price for treason? Yeah. Well, it's fucked. It's fucked. I'm just, it's maddening, dude. All of it, right? The starvation and just like, you got
Well, just the cruelty in the world, absolutely pushing people to their fucking wits' end, you know? Trump getting up there talking about, yeah, we fucking cut all these people from food stamps. It's never been done. It's amazing, right? Yeah. And they're all like, yeah, America's going to lose so many pounds, guys. They're going to lose so many pounds. It's just the fucking absurd bullshit that these motherfuckers are sitting there talking while they got people passing out all around them. Dude, I mean, what? Dude, last week, I swear to God, like 2 or 3 people passed out in the White House on their feet, just fucking. I think there's a song like that, right? In the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, I am fucking done with this ride. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It really is just ridiculous. I just love how, like, you know, one of the things with Trump, right? This is one of the things that I've noticed, and I'm not just with Trump, but maybe this is like a narcissistic thing, or you know, something like that. But like, so how many times has Trump blamed for the thing? It's almost like he has this mindset, right? Where like, okay, so if I go out there, if I'm going to do this thing, then I'm going to instantly go out and I'm going to accuse the Democrats of doing the thing that I just did. That way, if they turn around and try to accuse me of doing the thing that I just did, that I just accused them of doing, which I know very well that they didn't do because I just did it. But this way, when they come out and try and say that I did the thing that I did, but I accuse them of doing it, they'll look like fools because I already said and accused them, so it'll just be like, oh, look at them come back at me. And like, and this is what they're doing all over the place, right? Like, and then just making numbers up with like, and like how many times have I heard them say, oh, we'll get that information to you, right? Oh, we'll get the numbers to you. We'll get the information. We have the info. We'll get it to you. We don't have it here right now to show you during the public speech and announcement, but we'll get it to you. We'll get it. We'll get it. It's coming. It's on its way. It's on Pam Bondi's desk, actually. Oh, wait. No, that wasn't the Epstein files. That was just the notes that I had about it. Oh. He does it all the time, dude. He does it all the time, bro. Like, the election being stolen. Just saying. Just one example of him projecting the things that he does that he tries to blame the other side for. I mean, there's multiple examples of it. Then you got Dr. RFK, who's just like, oh my God, dude, this guy's like, why is everybody in power got to be so unqualified, you know? Like, it's like we have literally got, like you as a, I don't know, as a public servant, right? These people shouldn't be allowed to fuck with the stock markets. They shouldn't be allowed to trade, right? You know what I mean? They shouldn't be allowed to, you know, like do those kind of things. Just like somebody who works for like the Oregon Lottery or whatever state lottery that you have, right? If you work for that lottery, guess what? Do you think you get to win the lottery? No. Think again. You don't ever get to win the lottery. Neither does anybody in your family, right? Like so like Megabucks and Powerball and like all these things that they have like here in Oregon. If you work for the Oregon Lottery, you don't get to win, and neither does your immediate family. So you like but we're okay with politicians playing the stock market, right? They should be able to do that, right? Like, I mean, but it's okay for somebody who works in the lottery to be regulated, not to be able to play the lottery. That's fine, right? We can say you can't make this money because you work for the company that's giving it out, even though you have like I mean, like the chances of you being able to cheat the system would be pretty damn small, and you'd probably get busted. But no, you can't play. Like you can't even don't even buy a ticket. You can buy a ticket, but if you win, well, you don't win. So it's kind of fucked up, you know. I mean, there's just so many examples of where things are like that. We have to have a license to drive a car, but not a license to own a gun, right? Like I have to maintain my ability and I have to register and renew my license and go get my vision checked and things like that. But like, I can just own a gun. It's fine. It's cool. You're 18. Yeah, you're fine. Good. Right? Go for it. Like no regulation there. You're God-given goddamn right as an American. You should have that gun. And like, I believe that we should have our right to bear firearms. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have guns, and I like my guns, and I grew up hunting. I grew up around guns, I mean, I enjoy having a firearm. I enjoy to go out and shoot every now and again. I mean, it's fun to shoot at a target. I mean, fucking expensive with the way that with how much bullets cost and ammo and stuff these days, but it's fun, and like, it's a great form of protection, not just against people, but against wildlife, man. Like we got predatory animals here in Oregon. There's bears, there's cougars, there's a lot of things out there in the woods that, you might run across. And it's actually quite foolish to go hiking around in the fucking Oregon woods without some kind of firearm on your hip, man. You don't want to get fucking eaten by a cougar. I mean, goddamn, dude, you guys fucking morons. Like, you gotta protect yourself, not just from people, but from the wildlife. We live in some pretty rugged ass fucking terrain, and I mean, the amount of times that I've actually heard of people like shooting a bullet into the ground or in the air or something like that, or into a tree next to some kind of mountain lion that was like threatening them, that had babies, or maybe a bear that they might have somehow accidentally walked up and provoked and pissed off, or any other kind of fucking crazy out of its mind fucking animal that might come running your way. I mean, like deer and shit get rabies too, right? And like when they do, they can become quite aggressive. They'll start like walking in fucking circles. They get this weird like brain rot shit going, some other weird disease that's kind of like rabies. Deer, elk, antelope. I don't even hear it. What is it? Oh yeah, I've heard this one. I heard this. Hold on. I got to go to the bathroom, though. I'll be right back, dude. Perfect time. it's perfect, dude. I had to go to the bathroom and the ad kicked in right when I had to go. And then it ended right when I got back. Hell yeah. Time for a dab. What you been up to, Danny Bot? What you been playing, man? Huh. Halo Wars. Huh? You ever did you ever play that the Gears of War? What the fuck was it called? Gears of War had one that was kind of like the Halo Wars type thing where you had like the top down. What was it called? I have to look it up. It might be on Game Pass, dude. I got chess this afternoon. It's 7, so I'll probably do chess at 1. Spaceship one. Oh, XCOM? Is that what you're talking about? Was it like a top down strategy? No. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what spaceship one you're talking about. Huh. I don't Oh, I is it a survival game? There's God damn, there's one that's kind of interesting. I'll go in and look at Game Pass here in a second. We'll see what games there are. There's this one that's like you have to build like a little hab, right? And then you can like hook on like an oxygen line and like put down these little oxygen tethers and like spread them out, and you got to explore the surface of the planet. I think the point is to build your ship and leave. I think. I really don't know. Oh. I need to eat some breakfast. We made soup. thought my wife said we were sharing. Ooh, that looks good. That's what's happening. Steak and taters. Peas and corn. Oh, nice. Hey, can't beat it. I got this strawberry or this cherry Starburst zero sugar sparkling ice drink that barely sparkles. It's not bad. It's a little sweet. It doesn't have any sugar though. They use sucralose, I believe. Well, we're about to find out here. Apple juice concentrate, huh? Green tea extract. Boy, this one's got some interesting stuff in it. Yeah, they use sucralose for their sweetener. I don't know how good these drinks are actually for you. They got a lot of weird chemical-y type stuff in them. Pyridoxine hydrochloride biotin B6. That's vitamin B6. I made some pozole. Anybody know what pozole is? Pozole is like a pork soup with like chilies made with like a chili. It's really good. It's really, really, really fucking good. Oh, anyway, it's you take pork, a pork shoulder. I took a 10-pound pork shoulder. I chopped it up, cut it out, cut the bone out, right? Trimmed off the big skin of fat. I took that piece of fat and rendered that fat down to get some oil out of it, right? Then I put all the pork in a pan and seared it until it was like kind of crispy on the outside, you know, just about maybe 5 minutes aside, maybe like 15 minutes total. Then I threw all that in the crock pot, chopped up like 4 onions and left them like make sure they stay together so you can get them out. You want them to be right on top. And then like a bunch of garlic. I don't know how much garlic I think I stuck like 6 heads of garlic in, 6 cloves of garlic or whatever. And then a couple bay leaves. And then I just filled it up with vegetable broth. So I filled it up to the max line that was in there and then sealed it up, cooked it for 75 minutes, let it all come off, right? Then like crack that fucker open and oh man, then we took out the onions, took out the garlic, but that stuff just gets tossed. You just want the flavors and stuff in there. Oh, they're pretty withered away, right? Most of the stuff's been like squeezed out of them, like because that pressure, they get put under pressure. And so, like, you get all that stuff out, then take the meat out, just kind of lightly, let it lightly shred it up a little bit, I mean, it'll kind of, then you take the broth, we put it in a big pot, right? Added in a few more cups. We added in the rest of the vegetable broth that we couldn't put in the crock pot. Added in like 6 cups of hominy, which is corn soaked in lye, and then all our pork meat, and then we made this chili paste out of like all these dried chilies, and then just like soaked them in water, and then just blended them all up, and then dumped it in there, and then simmered it all down just a little bit, for about 20 minutes, and all the flavors kind of get together. Oh, it's so fucking good. Oh my God. Altogether, it's got like 55 grams of protein per serving, about 30 grams of carbs, and 24 grams of fat, I think. Super good. Really, really good. And then if you put some more rice in there, you can bring those proteins up a little bit. We put some, usually you'll have it with like, maybe like, some rice, like a scoop of rice, into your soup. You mix that all together with the pork and stuff, and then top your soup with like some shredded cabbage and like chopped up radishes, and that's really it. Like that's it. That's all you do. That's all you really need, and it's so fucking good. It is so good. The hominy and all that stuff is your carbs, and then the rice, obviously, so you get like carbs, rice, and hominy, which is corn. They're really, really good, dude. I love it. I never made it before myself, and I have a little recipe creator that I've been, kind of told ChatGPT, like, things I want to make and stuff like that, and like, and so I have a ChatGPT like recipe creation thing. So what I'll do is I'll go, okay, so I have like 10 pounds of pork, and like, I want to use actual broth, and like I'll just kind of explain to ChatGPT like what I want to do, and then I want to, the idea is to let me know how many peppers do I fucking need, you know what I mean? Like what's going to be a good ratio of like, based on like, your kind of classic, red, pozole recipe. So that's all I did, and it came out fucking amazing. Really, really good. Pretty typical, standard. Not very many things in it, honestly. It's super easy. Way less work than carnitas. I mean, the carnitas are pretty good too, but I've been cooking with pork butts a lot lately. Oh, I think the last 4 weeks now I've gotten them. Last week I got 2. So I've made like I tend to get about a 10-pounder usually. That seems to be pretty good for our family. Filled our fucking soup pot. Like we have this big, huge. Well, it's a steamer. It's like a triple thing. You can steam veggies in it and stuff like that, but we can also make a whole lot of soup in there, right? It's like this tall, and so like like a huge pot that will just sit on the stove. It's we don't use it very often like that. I would love to get like like an outdoor, like a big ass fucking soup pot, like a ceramic one would be fucking awesome, right? Like a big stew pot. And then, it'd be kind of cool, like I could get a propane grill. If I had something like that, I could just run it out here on Sundays, right? And I could just kind of crack the garage door if I needed any ventilation. But propane is clean burning, so I mean, it shouldn't really be an issue. I'm not going to be out here anyways, so. But yeah, something like that would be pretty nice, to have another thing. And I have the smoker, and then fuck. But yeah, I have the smoker, and then we have our oven. So, and I have no problem using both of those things together. It doesn't even matter if it's raining outside. I'll still fucking use a smoker. If it's snowing, I'll still use it. It still works. It'll still cook my food. It can still make a fire. So we have like a little area that's kind of like, for the most part, it keeps my smoker out of the weather, and I can still run it, and it doesn't like jam up our fucking entryway with smoke. And every now and again, I just got to get out there and make sure I scrub down the walls too, just with some soapy water. They just painted. So I should probably do it here soon. I need to go blow all the fucking leaves out. So many goddamn leaves out there, dude. Ridiculous, man. All the trees. We have a big ass tree in our front yard. Everything's just dumping its leaves right now. Has been for a couple weeks now. A few more weeks and we should be past it, right? Then we won't have any more nonsense. It'll just be fucking cold. But right now it's not too bad. I mean, last week was pretty warm, but I think it's going to get colder this week again. We did have like a warm patch last week though, and it's still comfortable out here right now. It's also 7:30, so. But yeah, take one more, and then I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna eat some food, and maybe we'll. I don't know. Maybe I'll play something. I'm not sure. I'll probably end the YouTube stream because we're still there. Maybe not before I show off my food. Oh, so good, man. Yeah, I was gonna say it's normally pretty cold by now. Yeah, I mean it's kind of up and down here in Oregon. You know, like it's not all that uncommon, right, for us to have some pretty crazy weather patterns. You know, because we do got a lot of rugged terrain. You know, and it kind of a little bit of a shift in wind. You know what I mean? Like a few degrees this way or that way could like totally bypass a storm like on the other side of the mountain range, especially like where we're at, right? Because like so where we live is we're like we're like just on the outskirts of the big Willamette Valley, right? Which like basically runs the whole entire length of Oregon. And it's just this huge massive valley in between, you know, the coastal mountain range and then like you know the other you know like eastern mountains in Oregon. It gets a little ways before. I guess that would be the Cascades, right? They're kind of spread out, right? So you got like the Oregon coast mountain range, and then I think you got the Cascade Mountains, right? It's not really a mountain range as much as it's just a bunch of random ass fucking mountains spread all over the place, you know? Yeah, Florida is a little different climate-wise than Oregon, quite a bit actually, just because terrain's completely different. I mean, really, man, all the states have very. They might have similar weather, but I mean, I've never been to Florida myself, but from what I understand, yeah, it's pretty warm. Yeah, I mean, even if it is raining sometimes, I don't know that it, yeah, but yeah, it's definitely warm. I mean, I don't think Florida really gets snow. You know what I mean? Like, you got Oregon gets fucking snow. I mean, Montana gets snow, like New York, even like further up north, you know what I mean? Like on that same coastal range, you start to get it. It just Florida's down there, like in that, kind of more tropical area. They get a lot of humidity and, a lot of the tropical storms, which can definitely bring in some temporary cold weather, but nothing like, icicles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that cold. Oh yeah, Canada's pretty much cold everywhere because they're so far north, like it's just any time winter comes around, yeah, Canada's usually getting fucking nailed hard with snow. Same with a lot of the northern, states, right? Like as opposed to like the southern states, right? Like Texas. I mean, fuck, dude. You remember? I don't know if you remember seeing this. There was a video that actually like went viral, and it was this like highway pileup, like some crazy number of fucking cars. But it actually happened in Texas when they got some crazy freak fucking snowstorm because like they don't get snow over there, right? Like, like the whole southern part of the U.S. is generally speaking much more warmer, right? Then like, you got your like middle of like, midline states, right? Like central, and that's a bit more like kind of, moderate climate, right? Then up north, you get like the other side of the extreme, right? And you gotta remember, like the United States is a pretty big fucking nation, right? Like our, the width and length of the country is massive, like miles, thousands of miles. So it's yeah, we have drastic weather differences. Then you got mountains and you got like higher elevations, like in the central United States, right? Because like it's away from all the coasts and the ocean. So you got some of the bigger mountains and stuff. Like I think Chicago is like the mile high city, right? Or maybe that's Detroit. I don't know. But these places both get pretty fucking cold, man. And they have some pretty gnarly winter snowstorms. In Minnesota, I lived in Minnesota when I was a teenager, and we would get nailed with snowstorms every fucking year, dude. And it's like, it's different over there because it's so dry that you can't even make a snowball, bro. You're like, fuck, what's the point of even having a snow if I can't make a fucking snowman? Like, very rarely did you ever get any snow that was like wet enough to like, make a snowball with or something. Just it's so brutal out there. I have no idea. I mean, like, not their job to be babysitters, right? You know what I mean? Like, we have plenty of people that come to Oregon and go fucking get lost in the woods and die. Like, it's not, I mean, like, we could put all the statements out, warnings and things like that, warning people about all the fucking hazards that exist in this state. And, people are still going to go and do stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it happens, right? I remember we went camping over at the coast one time this summer, and like 3 weeks after we went camping, they had put out tsunami warnings and sneaker wave warnings, right? Because like they said that they were experiencing sneaker waves that they haven't seen in years, right? Like these sneaker waves are basically like the ocean will like start to look like it's nice and calm, right? You know what I mean? Like, and it's like the water will fucking draw you out, and you're like standing there, you'll be walking by the beach, dude, and you'll fucking like turn for a second, and then like behind it all will be like this gigantic wave that's like 4 times the size of all the other ones that have been rolling in, and it will just fucking clobber people if they're not expecting it, right? Like, so, and Oregon's a rough coast, right? We got a lot of like, yeah, that's crazy, huh? I don't know about that, but it's supposed to be underwater. I mean, I don't. They got a lot of swamplands and shit down out there for sure, but I think where's it? Where do they do the Mardi Gras thing? Shit, man, fucking drawing blank. Down there's some places down there that are pretty low. It's like, why would you build a city here? You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? Crazy. Oh yeah? Huh. Weird. I've never heard about it. I don't know. I'm not. I don't really hear. Dude, there's so much weird shit to be heard. Like you could never. Huh. I know we had a pretty big earthquake, off the coast of Oregon a few times, and every time they do, they always warn everybody at the coast. But it makes the waters rough. You know what I mean? Like, makes it pretty unpredictable when you have that kind of stuff happening. Even if it's minor, like. Yeah, dude. I mean, earthquakes, like, how do you think the earth became what it is, right? Like, it's just all shifting, plates. We're like you know, and over time, I mean, like they build up all this pressure, right? And like, you know, that's how like mountains are formed, right? Like, it's pretty crazy. You know, I mean, Mount Everest, right, is the biggest mountain on the surface above water, right? Like, but there is actually a mountain under the ocean that is actually bigger than Mount Everest. It's just its tip doesn't stick up as high as Everest does. But if you were to elevate it from the base of what would be considered its base up to the surface, it would like fucking dwarf Everest. It's crazy, dude. Like, it's pretty wild. Like, you know, I mean, there's this Earth is a, and we don't even have the capability to really see. I gotta get inside, dude. I'm fucking shivering now. I'm going in, Danny, but I'll be in a second. Hold on, I got steak juice on my tablet. Yeah, steak. Okay, are we good? Oh man. Yeah, thunderstruck. Look, hold on. I'm gonna eat my food, dude. You can come over there and hang out with me. But I gotta turn the GoPro on. Come on. Read it, you fuck. QR. Where? Okay, is it? Okay, it's good. All right, dude, check this out, Danny Bot. Look at my food, bro. I need to wash my hands real quick. Look at this. Doesn't that look good? Mmm. Yeah. Hmm. Oh my god. Holy shit. I mean,
What is that day for?
like, what is that day for?
We have like,
We do. I mean, we have like,
I mean, our Independence
we have a
Day is
like. I mean, our Independence Day is like our, you know,
Like,
but
we have,
like I don't know if that's
Memorial Day.
like what we have like Memorial Day and Labor. There's like all kinds of days, dude.
days.
Too many days. Mm. No, I hate that knife.
Yeah. That'd be like our Memorial Day.
Yeah. That'd be like our Memorial Day. That's kind of what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dude, my steak. I need it cut up. Mm. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, I think like people serving for their country, doesn't really matter. It's, you know, it's something that is usually going to be respected in most cases. I mean, if it's not, it's kind of a problem. It means there's kind of like some kind of corruption within the government or military or something, you know? But
Yeah. I mean, we got like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Too, which is like,
I mean, you know, we got like Thanksgiving here too, which is like
I'm gonna go mute that mic. There we go. I mean, are you guys not allowed to? I don't know the rules. I mean, I think there's certain attire that is like allowed. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe like in certain aspects, you know, could be allowed to wear full uniform. But I don't know. I mean, that's. Yeah, I mean, well, I know there's like they have strict dress codes usually. You know. Certain dress that you're supposed to wear in certain situations, right? Certain stuff that's not allowed outside of those situations. Oh, I don't know the rules. I never served. So I don't know what, you know, like what the rules are here in the States about it. You like peas and corn? This is a huge fucking meal, bro. I sometimes forget how big my meals are until I see them all filleted out on a fucking plate, dude. And I'm like, damn, bro. That's some food. Protein. I've been playing that Atlas Fallen. I think I'm almost done with it, dude. Every time I feel like I'm like getting closer to the end, I unlock a new fucking map. I'm like, holy shit, this game is crazy. You might like it though. We could play together. It's a co-op game. Atlas Fallen. Reign of Sands. Well, see if it's available on Game Pass for you. If not, it's PC only. You'd probably like it, dude. I think you'd like it. It's a fun game. I have fun with it. I usually play it for like a couple hours at a time. And I'm like about like 24 hours into it or something like that. Based on my saves. Mm-hmm. And it, like I said, it's co-op, so we could play it together. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how big the game is. I'd have to check. But yeah, I mean, you could set it up like it whenever you got time, if you want. I mean, I've just been trying to beat it, you know, because it's kind of like, I like it, and I've been playing it for a while, and then I didn't play it for a long time because, yeah, probably something like that, I would imagine. But then I couldn't play it well, I didn't play it because I hadn't installed it on my new computer. And then I was like, fuck, I need to install this game. Hell yeah, dude. Playing co-op is a lot more fun, for sure. I played a little bit with my son, but I don't know, he didn't really like the game. Well, I don't know if he didn't really like it or what. I'm not sure. But, it's a fun one. I don't know how it works, like, when you play co-op. I'm not sure if it, like I would imagine with the complexity of the game, you know, maybe I can only build... I can't remember how it works. Because, like, if I was to invite somebody who was brand new into my world, they would get dominated, dude. You know, like... But if I was to go in your world, I would fucking crush everything. Yeah, for sure. But it's fine. It's perfectly fine if you play by yourself. Like I have gotten as far as I have by myself. There's just, you know, you have to learn how to block. Because there's these one creatures, dude, that have these fucking horns on their head. And the horns, they block all damage, right? So you just cannot attack them from the front. It's fucking annoying. Fun game, though. I don't know, like... I'm trying to think of, like... I never saw this game before. You know what I mean? Like... So, like, when it released... I'm kind of like, what the fuck was I doing? That I didn't notice it. They just not advertise or what? Because I have no idea, dude. I mean, I don't know why I haven't seen this game before. These all have like a little... I didn't trim the fat off this good enough. We're getting there. I'm almost done. Dude, Game Pass is the best service out there. Hands down. Just like, there's no better. Because, and look, I don't even really like Microsoft, to tell you the truth. To be completely honest, I think they're kind of scummy in a lot of ways. But it's about what they offer in the Game Pass evaluation, in my perspective. They give you access to Game Pass for Xbox, right? You get all the Xbox. You get Xbox Live. Okay, so I have a family, 3 boys. One Xbox, well, 2 Xboxes and 2 PCs. I pay for Game Pass Ultimate, and every single fucking person in this house can either play Xbox games on the Xbox or on Jaden's computer or on mine on their accounts without having to without having to have their own per subscription, right? They can only use the home Xbox and the home PC, which would be Jaden's Xbox and Jaden's PC. Other than that, I have to sign in directly on my Xbox in our bedroom and on my PC in order to access the games. But we can share games. We can share gold. And I only have to pay for one of us. Yes, you can. So the way that it works, it's meant to be like an internal household thing, right? So like, say for example, like we have a living room, right? And it's like, okay, this is the home Xbox. You can transfer home Xbox like 5 times a year. You can do the same thing with computers. They have this separate thing, separate, like 5 times for Xbox console, 5 times for PCs. So basically what happens, I can make my Xbox in the living room the home, and then, my son could have his own Xbox, and, he could have his own account and stuff, and he could play games on his account and his Xbox in his room. And then he could also come out here and play any of the games that were on this console on his account, right? You can share in that aspect, right? Only per console. So like, if you're trying to use it to share with a friend, you better trust that fucking friend, dude, because you got to give them your email address. You got to give them access. Not really something advised by Microsoft. It's kind of an exploitation of the system. Not how they intended it. So, Steam's kind of nice, though. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, look, I'm just saying, it's not the way that Microsoft intended it to work. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how they meant it. They intended it to be like a family share thing within the household. Not, yeah, here, let me give you my access to my account and password so that you can set your Xbox as the home console and, that kind of thing, right? Now, they give you the flexibility, though, because here's what you could do. Let's say, for example, you go over to your friend's house. Yeah. That don't matter. My brother did it with the kids on their Xbox. He made it. He made it his home. And So he gets. Mm-hmm. I've conquered the steak. Wreckfest, yeah. I played that game a little bit. It was okay. And by a little bit, I mean like a little fucking bit, dude. I'm not too into racing. Racing games. I remember one time I went my wife, when I met her, right? She worked at a dealership. Yeah. My wife worked at a dealership when I first met her. And one time, I think I can't remember. I can't remember what exactly was going on. They were doing some like something, and we went down there, and there was a radio station down there, and they had this like little thing going where they were running this like competition. And they were playing this game. It was a game where you like drive into an intersection and like wreck and cause as much damage as you possibly can. Do you know what I'm talking about? There was like a literally like a fucking game on Xbox or some shit. And that's what they were playing. I can't remember what it was called. But I won, dude. I had played that game quite a few times in the past, bro. Stoned as shit out of my mind, you know? So I fucking knew exactly what to do to get, like, the fucking most epic score. And I fucking smashed it, dude. I beat everybody by, like, 1,000,000 fucking points, dude. A bunch of little kids and stuff, dude. Everybody got one chance, dude. I'm all like, yeah, let's do it. And I won a fucking DS, a Nintendo DS. Very funny. It just happened to be. Dude, I just ate a whole fucking meal, bro. Trying to finish my peas and corn. 8:09. Early. Still early. Oh, man. I think it's time for another dab, Danny. About what do you say? Dude, that was so good. I'm so glad I'm such a great cook. It's really nice. It's nice when you're a good cook, you know? I think I smoked those steaks for about an hour. I smoked the chicken thighs for about 2. Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, my fucking butt kind of hurts from sitting in that on that bike seat. Nah. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me get this over here real quick. Switch the laundry real fast.